Good Monday morning. That is Monday, July the 7th, and welcome to the Power Play of the Week live. The mindset, routines, and tools that create consistent, exceptional results with action steps that you can immediately apply all in about 10 minutes. It's not about theory. I work with people that have a bias for action that want to bring their daily execution game to the next level, working on the right things at the right time. So welcome. As always, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, please drop your name in the chat and put your name, because it doesn't show up on my screen, and where you're viewing from. It's always nice to know that there's people here live and in the replay, and I respond to everybody's comments. So a couple of questions to start with. Who is Sean Shepard and why should I care? So I work with family-owned business owners and their leadership teams, people that had the courage to start their own company, got to a certain level of success, and now they find that their days are getting longer and not shorter, and I help them get to the next level without working 24/7. Good morning, Jillian from Boston. Good morning, Jeremy Jobin from Toronto. Hey, Camille and Sarah Morris. Oh my goodness, Sarah Morris, haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for being here. A couple of other things. If you haven't already, SeanShepard.com, sign up for the Power Play of the Week. I get asked all the time, hey, do you have an exercise for my leadership meeting? Yeah, I've got like hundreds of them, but you gotta subscribe. SeanShepard.com, Power Play of the Week gets delivered free to your email every Tuesday morning. The podcast is called Stop Stepping in Stupid. It's for family-owned business owners, and that moment that we step in stupid and we actually learn our lessons. These are the conversations that we have over a beer or coffee. And then the big news, Glenn Keeping. Hey, all the way from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Looking forward to seeing you later on this week in Toronto. The book is here. It's live. The Stop Stepping Stupid, the No BS Guide to Growing Your Business. This little baby is on Amazon, and really proud of it. It took a long time to do, and there's no fluff. There's no theory. It's just practical tips and advice that I work with my all-star clients with. And yeah, it can actually fit like in the back of your jeans pocket. It's not meant to go on a bookshelf. It's meant to be used every single day. So that is on Amazon. Dan D'Ambrosio, all the way from New Hampshire. Todd Nason, also from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Brad Marchand of the Florida Panthers hometown. I'm still not used to saying Florida Panthers and Brad Marchand. But anyways, hey, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you making the decision to start your week here with me. So today's theme, courage over comfort. Courage over comfort. And I remember Dan Sullivan said that courage comes before confidence. You don't just get confidence, you need to make some courageous decisions. So why today is the perfect day to start writing your next chapter. So 28 years ago, believe it or not, 28 years ago, I decided, hey, what would I need to do to become a professional speaker? So I decided that, hey, I wanted to do that and get myself out there. Hey, you saw Brad last week. Hey, cool. And I'm sure he's going to have a cool party in the summer with the cup. So 28 years ago, I was working a regular job, 9 to 5, at the biggest career counseling center in Canada. And I started doing some presentations, and I went to my boss and said, hey, we say the same things to clients. Why don't I put it into like a 30-minute conversation that we can have as a group? And he's like, go for it. And then I started learning other things that I could be of use of. And one of the clients came in and saw me do a presentation, and he was running his own corporate training company. And he asked me, hey, Sean, can you come and run that exact same workshop that you did here at the Career Center? It's a 3-hour workshop for one of my big international clients. And he told me that he would pay me, which was the equivalent of what I was making in 3 weeks for 3 hours. And I was excited, but I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. I didn't sleep the night before the gig. I was secretly hoping that it would get canceled. And then I did it. It didn't get canceled. I was nervous. And then it led to many more opportunities with that company. It's a reoccurring theme. So that was 28 years ago. Then my very first time that I spoke in the United States was in Las Vegas. This was in the early 2000s. And the voice in my head showed up again, said, "Who are you? This is the show. This is Vegas." All the other speakers were like from LA, and like, who am I to be there? I was so nervous the night before that, again, I didn't sleep. Then I showed up the next morning and I saw the opening keynote and the speaker after, and I was like, oh, I can so do better or just as well as them. And then I did it. Then it showed up again in New York City in 2008 when I started working there. 5 years of working in New York City. I was terrified, nervous on the flight, and then, did it and adjusted. Came up again recently. Dan D'Ambrosio, you were in the room the first time that I spoke with the group at Cassidy Paving, when I was like, I have no idea. I don't know anything about paving, and then did it. And now I've been working with Team Cassidy for almost 4 years. I also had another situation over COVID where Jimmy Kalutis asked me to come into his national peer painting group in a Zoom meeting and deliver some LinkedIn training. Again, nervous, voice in the head. So you're seeing a bit of a theme, right? The courage and the nerves, it never leaves. It never leaves. So yes, I've been doing this for 26 years, but I do get nervous when there's new opportunities, but there's a cost to just playing it safe and not betting on yourself. And that cost is always much worse than having the courage to do something you've never done before. My little 4-step process is, number one, figure out what you want to do. Like, figure out, be honest with yourself, right? Number two, go all in and get scared and feel those nerves. Number three, do it. Don't avoid it. And number four is, after, learn, adjust, and repeat. Decide what you want. Go all in, get scared. Number three, just do it. Don't avoid it. And then number four is learn, adjust, and repeat. So time to get your pen, paper, notebooks, iPads, whatever you take notes on, because I've got 7 questions that you can now apply this to your own life. Why today is the perfect day to start writing your next chapter, Courage Over Comfort. Question number 1, no hiding, no excuses. What is the one thing you really want? No hiding, no excuses. Be honest with yourself. What is the one thing you really, really want? Number 2, on a scale between 1 and 10, how committed are you to achieving what you just wrote down? On a scale between 1 and 10, how committed are you to achieving it? If it's not an 8 or a 9, you're not going to do it. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to achieving it? Number 3. And yes, I'm going fast, but you can watch the replay and you can watch. I'm going to have the highlight reel available before lunch. So please take some time to write down the questions, but more importantly, answer them. Question 3, what type of person do you need to fully be committed to becoming to make this happen? What type of person do you need to become to make this happen? I like starting the phrase with, I'm the type of person that works out every day. I'm the type of person that works distracted free for 30 minutes a day. I'm the type of person that goes after what I want. So that's a nice little phrase, but because you're going to have to change from who you are right now. Question 4, what is the cost of staying exactly where you are for another 6 months? Forget about another year. Where you are and what you're going through right now, imagine that for the next 6 months. What will that cost you? Question 5, what are you currently doing out of comfort that actually is keeping you stuck at your current level? What are you currently doing out of comfort that actually keeps you stuck? It's easy to sit here and post on LinkedIn and do that, or read a book, but nothing changes till you get your you-know-what out there and take action. Question 6, what is the smallest courageous step you can take in the next 30 minutes. Yes, next 30 minutes. Don't go back to the emails and texts and social media. That will always be there. What is the one smallest courageous step that you can take in the next 30 minutes that makes you a little uncomfortable, but shows that you're serious about your goal? And number 7, write out a detailed action plan for this week and put it in your calendar. If it's not in your calendar, it's not going to happen. All right, that's a lot of stuff. I'm going to repeat that very quickly, but as always, I want you to write down your insight and your action step that you're going to take in the next 30 minutes. Forget about like later today, because the rest of the distractions that are there keeping you where you are, they can wait. Like seriously, they can wait. Okay, so let's do a little recap. Courage over comfort was today's topic. Why today is the perfect day to start your next chapter. Question 1, no hiding, no excuses. What is the one thing you really, really want? Question 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to achieving what you just wrote down? If it's not a 9 or 8, 9, or 10, forget it. You won't do it. Question 3, what type of person do you need to become to make that happen? And I love the phrase, I'm the type of person that, and fills in the blank. Question 4, what is it costing you to stay exactly where you are for another 6 months? Question 5, what are you currently doing out of comfort that actually is keeping you stuck at your current level? Question 6, what is the smallest courageous step you can take in the next 30 minutes that makes you a little uncomfortable but shows you're serious? And question 7, write out your detailed action plan for this week and put it in your calendar. I know that's a lot. That's why you got the replay. That's why we put the replay together. That's immediately you can watch it and phrase it and answer the questions. But more importantly than writing the questions down is actually investing time in you and answering the questions. Nothing changes until you ask yourself those tough questions and then actually take action. So, as always, your one insight, drop it in the chat, and the action step you're going to take in the next 30 minutes. All right. And this little baby, you can get it on Amazon. So more to come this week on LinkedIn. But thank you for making the decision to start your week with me. I really do appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you're going to do with the questions today. Opportunity lies in the discomfort. Absolutely. There's a beautiful spot, Todd. When I am nervous and excited, that is a beautiful place to be. And the people that avoid that and play it safe their whole life are going to get the same results over and over and over. All right. Have a great week. Put your insights in there and your action step. And why don't we do it? Same time, same place. I'm here every Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Make it a great week. It's Sean Shepard. Bye for now.